Hi, Kirsten Cubitt here with helpful tips. We're on number 6, and I want to get into one of the most important aspects is nutrition. And so what we take in, we are what we eat. You've heard that before, but I'm kind of here to reiterate that for you, more so on a expansive realm. What we are, or what we eat is what we are, because we're taking in the essence, the energies of the food. It's not just the physical dynamic of it. It goes way beyond that. In all honesty, our body doesn't even want that physical stuff. So if we could just extract the energy and the essence of the food and nourish ourselves that way, we would be so much better off. But we do have a choice in what we do put in on the physical realm. And so, as I always say, nature has the best solutions. They'll always provide. And so taking your nutrition towards a more natural dynamic, and so that means whole foods, non-processed foods, less sugars, no refined sugars. That's been all in the headlines: reduce sugar, and kind of why that is, some people don't always explain that, but our body can't process the refined sugar, and so it just builds up, and we have that physical aspect just kind of sitting in our bodies, and it becomes toxic. You just imagine the things that decompose in your body just sitting there, and even just after a week, that can be some pretty nasty stuff. And so that is what is continuously being put in our bodies, and it stores up, and so we're kind of just walking toxic waste vessels. Gross, I know, but we can switch it around. And so just bringing in nice healthy vegetables, that's what your body wants. And so with any meal, make sure that more than half of your meal is vegetables. And so that'll help kind of things flow through. It's lighter, and so your body can kind of wash out anything that it's been holding up. And also, the processed foods, they're already super depleted. They've been through so many processes. You take even just chicken, and you go through, they add all the preservatives, even in meals where they have chicken included, or a lot of the cereals, they're kind of dead already. Like I was saying earlier, you want the essence and the energy of the food. Processed foods, they're basically mutilated, and you're just taking in all of the physical portion of it. And so again, you have all the toxins. And sugar, because we can't process it, adds up, and so we have more toxins. And so what these toxins then cause are blockages in our brain. And so the neural pathways are just coming along, and nothing's really going through, and so we're kind of going around like this. Our bodies, they become numb, because then they go in survival mode of not getting enough nutrition that they need to wake up, to thrive, to be here, to be awake. And so what we intake is what helps what we put out. And so if you look at these children, so much of their food is just sugar, 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 sugar. Processed food, processed food, processed food. They're eating cereal in the morning, then they're eating a Pop-Tart, and then the list goes on and on and on. And where are the vegetables? So then they get addicted to these sugars, and it's a terrible cycle. So you being the parent, it is very essential to come in, stop that. It may be a little rough at first, but just bringing in and incorporating other options that are more whole food based is going to light up your child astronomically, and you as well. And so that'll help with the connection. But also your child with autism, they're already highly stimulated. They don't need any more sugar. If anything, they need calming, even just like teas. I know trying to give a child teas is but providing pancakes with eggs hidden in there. It's always fun to see how you can hide good food in for your child's meal. But having pancakes instead of the sugar cereal, that's just this very simple solution. So just switching it up, and I'll be able to provide some ideas along the way to help you come up with alternative meals. And so just by intaking more holistic, natural food will help lighten you and your child as well. And until then, make sure that you always remember to let love shine.